tell us, for the people who are watching, what your name is, because we are live on our Instagram right now, so it's more than just our members that are watching, what your role is and what production you are a part of.
Okay, my name is Howard Cummings, and I was a production designer on Fallout Season 1, and that's about it. Yes.
And tell us about Fallout. Tell us about how you told the story in the art department.
Fallout itself is a post-apocalyptic, retro-futuristic fantasy, sci-fi, and it's based on a video game of the same name. And so Season 1 was based out of New York, although I had a lot of LA people as well working. It was an amazing, crazy, everything's kind of wildly exaggerated, big scenery, lots of fun.
What was the challenge?
Just trying to get it as big. The game, trying to turn a game into a movie or a film project or a TV series, trying to make, what do you do to try to solve that problem? And one of the things we shot on film, which even though it's a TV show, and we did all these things, cinematic tricks that we did to try to make it really feel amped up and bigger. Big locations. We used, we shot on digital stages called the Volume. So we had had like 6 digital environments. We also shot in Namibia for part of it. And so for some fantastic location that's set. It's a destroyed town swallowed by sand on the coast of Africa. It was unbelievable. That was great. And then we also shot in Utah in the Salt Lake, flatbeds. And so all for the little TV show that we were doing. But part of our show is it has big sets, but it also has lots of locations as well. So, and that was part of trying to make it feel more connected and less like a video game, if you put the reality of going somewhere, when I was first looking, one thing, there was a whole sort of survival post-apocalyptic town made out of scrap metal. And I was looking for this place and I was looking up junk and I saw this place in New Jersey next to Atlantic City. We were in New York. And it was a junkyard that was frozen in time from right after World War II, which is exactly our period, sort of set in the 50s. So it was like rows of period school buses with jet engines and jet planes and helicopters stacked on top of it.
Where was this again?
It's right outside of Atlantic City. It's called Wade's Salvage. And Wade, it was their family junkyard, and they kind of just kept it the way it was. And it was near an army base, which actually worked out for our story. It was great. So they had a whole bunch of cars from 1949, and they just parked them. They were junkers. And a forest grew up over the years. Forest grew up. So we have an open shot where there's one of our characters, Lucy, is walking through a forest, and it's all cars. And you couldn't move the cars there because the trees are growing right next to all the cars. So it was really fun stuff like that.
And did you found this place randomly?
Yes, just looking up junk. And then the problem was I had to build the actual town that we did on a backlot. And I had to be as good as that junk pile, which was really hard, but it was really fun. So we had a set all made out of junk, and it was 50 feet high, and it was all made out of I got real stuff. It wasn't fake. It was the decorator, her name is Regina Graves, in New York, did a lot of the sourcing for everything. So it was super cool.
Sounds amazing and really, really interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. All the best to you tonight. Good luck. Thank you.